on the ground.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Stanley gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Stanley, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
91. Hey, Delta. 61. Matchbox lights.
To throw on second down. Stanley. Flush to his right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Boswell's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, high 7. Now.
2nd and 15. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was looking for Landry that time.
Protein spills 70 Indians.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard, and he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
On second down now, it's Hubbard. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
They needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. This is first and goal, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right? If
they're smart, they do.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
60 outlaw.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Third down here. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He'll drop to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike.
Off the play fake. Stanley going deep here for Watkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 39. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Not that time for Watkins. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, you got me right. Don't be scared of it.
Watch twist. Watch
defense.
They'll throw now on the final play. They'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Here we go. Step. 10 over.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey, right set.
Hey, exit.
54, right, 54. I'm coming to the side.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up fourth down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Here I come again. Check it back.
They'll look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, it's Hubbard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw. Stanley. And this is caught by Watkins. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. As his guys are in for 6, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Right there.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
30 base.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Stanley. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Stanley escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He was looking for Watkins that time. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Mike by 4. You got nothing.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
You got nothing.
At the 43-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
64, wait.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd down.
Check three. Kill.
5.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Hey, stand up!
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to throw here. This pass complete to Higgins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. T.J. Watt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down. Stanley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Looking to throw.
Well, how about this aggressive approach?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Get set. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they picked that one off.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Stanley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go. 58 for Mike, 58.
Get ready.
From the gun, Stanley. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.